Hello, and welcome to Carpe Open Enrollment. Today we're going to spend a few minutes talking about open enrollment campaigns. For many of you, a lot of what we're going to talk about may be a review, but hopefully you'll get some new ideas that can make your open enrollment campaign successful and effective. Open enrollment is a very big deal. Every year we have an opportunity to get together with our employees and participants and share important benefits information, answer their questions, promote programs and positive behaviors, and introduce any changes that are going to take place in the coming year. Sometimes the only benefits information that folks get are open enrollment materials that they receive each year. Open enrollment also involves everyone around you, from employees and their dependents all the way to senior leadership in your organization. When we hold meetings, host benefits fairs, deliver webinars, we come together for a common purpose. We want to inform, educate, and ensure that our employees understand the value of their benefits. Let's take a few minutes to review some fundamentals. It's important that you know who your audiences are and what their concerns are. And your audiences can change from year to year, depending upon what's going on with your benefits program. You should have consistent messages. Those messages should address any changes that are going to take place, promote the great benefit programs that you offer, and also try and discourage any unhealthy behaviors that your employees might participate in. Think about the media you're going to use to connect during open enrollment. What is going to work best for you and your audiences? How can you guarantee that your messages are getting through? You want to make sure that you explain the process, the timing, the key dates and events for open enrollment, and tell them how it's going to work, what the process actually will be like. Seize this opportunity to share important mandatory notices like the Women's Health and Cancer Rights Act notice and others. Your legal counsel or your compliance people can tell you what those are, and this is a great opportunity to share that information. Finally, you want to make sure that you're taking complex and unfamiliar information and turning it into simple, easy-to-understand messages. You also need to let people know what they need to do, what's happening, why is it happening, what's in it for them, and how you're going to help them accomplish that. So let's look at planning a perfect open enrollment from a timing perspective. About 4 to 6 weeks out, it's important that you identify and lock in the key dates and events that are going to take place during open enrollment, things like benefits fairs or employee meetings. You should also be developing key messages about any important plan changes that are going to take place so that you're ready when they do take place. Provide meeting materials to key stakeholders and spokespersons so they can help you spread the news beyond the open enrollment guide you're drafting. You should provide talking points to make your leadership credible and knowledgeable. You're not trying to make them subject matter experts. You just want them to be able to answer basic questions or know where to go to get the answers for their people. Finally, we recommend using simple things like emails, postcards, posters, and especially your website as tools to connect with your people. Remember, your website should be where it's happening for all things for open enrollment. Everything you do about open enrollment should be on that website so employees know exactly where to go to find it. 2 to 3 weeks out, you'll want to begin preparing for presentations at your open enrollment meetings. During these meetings, you'll discuss the process of open enrollment itself, details of any benefit changes which are going to be implemented, and the actions required of employees and dependents in having a successful open enrollment. You may want to develop a special edition newsletter that's completely devoted to open enrollment. If you have a benefits fair, make sure you invite all of your vendors so that they can share all of their information, and you may want to conduct biometric screenings to help all of your folks with their wellness issues. Highlights or changes brochures are a possibility, and what's most important perhaps is frequently asked questions. There are a lot of them. Make sure you post them everywhere with the answers so that everyone can take advantage of this resource. Finally, you might want to consider an open enrollment hotline, the ability for people to call in and record messages, and then you need to get back to them with the answers. With 1 week to go before open enrollment, every employee should have an open enrollment guide in his or her hands. An open enrollment guide should also be posted on the website, so if someone didn't get it in the mail, they can go online and download it and print it. This is also a great opportunity to send out reminder emails or postcards telling folks that open enrollment's coming up. Get ready. It's just about that time. Finally, putting posters and flyers out there and putting announcements on your website to advertise open enrollment, always a great idea, very easy to do, very low cost. Now that the big day has arrived, it's time to execute your plan, and you should have a good plan by now. Monitor open enrollment progress if that's possible to determine if you're going to need to address any issues. Often after open enrollment starts, something surfaces you hadn't anticipated, and you need to be flexible and able to react to it. This is a good time to be sending out reminders to managers so that they can encourage their people to participate in open enrollment, to post reminder messages on your website. Keep those frequently asked questions up to date so they don't get stale. And finally, You need to capture all the lessons you learned during open enrollment, because there's going to be another one next year, and you need to learn from your mistakes and capitalize on the things you did well. In conclusion, let's discuss a few final thoughts. Remember, this is an excellent opportunity to not only educate your folks about their benefits and help them to make the smart choices, but to share those important messages about how they use their benefits and how to get better, how to live better, more productive, healthier lives. Open enrollment materials can be legally binding, just like summary plan descriptions or plan documents, and participants rely on them to make decisions. So you've got to make sure that legal counsel and compliance experts review those materials and make sure that they're accurate. Please make them easy to read and understand. Not everyone likes reading a summary plan description to understand their benefits. Your open enrollment guide or benefits guide can be a great tool for you to connect with your people and help them to understand and truly appreciate the benefits you're offering. Thanks, and good luck.